Next tool. Yeah, after this shape builder tool and live paint bucket tool, live paint selection tool, and next tool is perspective grid tool, right? In perspective grid tool, there is another tool also there, perspective selection tool, right? The shortcut is Shift plus P. You click on this. Here it is perspective grid. See, this is a 2-point perspective displaying here, and this is what above the eye line, and this is below eye line, right? In perspective, we have 1 point, 2 point, 3 point perspectives, right? Depends on our requirement. We have to choose the perspective, right? So from where we'll get from view, there is a perspective grid. From perspective grid, they are showing 1 point perspective, 2 point perspective, and 3 point perspective, right? So in default, it is showing a 2 point perspective. So suppose if you want to change this into 1 point perspective, you can click here and it is change it to 1 point perspective. See, we are changing the vanishing point from right side or center or left side, right? You can place object this area in surface. Okay, so control chat, and again there is a 2 point, already 2 point default it is showing, but 3 point, if you place a 3 point, this is the 3 point, right? So we have 3 vanishing points, left side, right side, and another one is the bottom. Okay, so this is it is showing the depth of the object, right? Okay. Next, come to perspective and 2 point perspective. Change this to 2 point. Okay. So when you place the perspective grid, the left top corner, there is a box, a grid it is showing, right? It has blue, gray, and white boxes are there. Okay, if you want to place object or any shapes in particular area, first you have to choose the grid. So which side you want to place actually? Suppose this is a blue, here I want to place objects, so otherwise here you want to place. You have to choose that area first. Suppose here I want to place one shape, so click on the left side here, right? Choose the left side, and with the rectangle tool place one rectangle. Yes, this is my rectangle. Okay, and now I want to place this side, right side, then click the other side and change this color to a bit dark color. Okay, and drag this. Now see here, this look like a building, apartment, big size building, right? And again I want to place another building here, and I'll change this left portion again. I'll change this color to blue. Say okay. Yeah, here. Here I am placing one more building here. Yes, and right side again, click here and change with a different color, so dark color, that means. So click here and drag to bottom. Okay, so the two buildings are placed. So you can place a floor also here. Suppose this is the bottom, right? So click here and take the color, your required color. Suppose this time I am using some gray color. Okay, and with the same rectangle you place the grid here. Yeah, from there to here. yes, okay. And suppose this side I want to place again, okay, and click here, and now change this color to bit dark color. Okay, it is already in selection. Okay, and again choose this color to bit dark, and with rectangle place this one. Yes, this is right. So this way you can create objects, shapes, and if you want to place the text on building, one side of the building, so what you do, select this one and create the text, something like Adobe TOR, Adobe Illustrator. Yeah, this is my text. This is my text. Okay, I'll change this text to another font. I want some thick bold text, and change this size to something, yeah, 24. Okay, and if you want, you can change this text to some other color, white or okay. Want to place this text on this wall, left wall. So in this case, what you have to do, first choose this side, and inside get this tool, perspective selection tool. With this tool, select this one, and drag on the red floor, right, a red color, and increase the size, so that you will get the same text here. Okay, even you can place any objects, shapes and all. Suppose here in library, in symbol library, we have some trees, some shapes are there, flowers and symbols are there. Okay, get from the symbol library, and you can place them objects, right? Place those objects on that surface. Yeah, so flowcharts, macro, sense maps, mobile nature. Yeah, I'll take any, for example, I'm taking this. Yes, I'll take this one. Okay. Okay, I'll place here. So I'm placing this a tree here. Yeah, there is a tree here. Okay, you can place some objects like cars or any other vehicle, and humans also, right? So perspective grid tool is very helpful when you are planning, working in perspective, right? Okay. After completing your work, if you want to remove the grid, so you cannot remove by clicking this grid, by clicking on that, right? So what you do, simply see there is a grid, that corner, it is showing some star, right, closed it is. So you can click on that. So simply you can remove your grid, perspective grid, right? Okay, this is your grid. Okay. Yeah, keep this side. Okay, the next tool is a mesh tool. With the mesh tool, you can create and edit meshes and a mesh envelopes. Actually, with mesh tool, you can create a mesh, and over on the mesh, by selecting those individual anchor point, you can fill natural colors, right? So I'll explain how to do that. Yeah. Suppose here with pen tool, I want to draw one a shape. So I want to take this color to black instead of white. Okay. So this is suppose my shape. So I'm trying to plan on a carrot like, right. Okay. This is, and more on that. So one more shape I'm drawing. Look like it should be like a carrot, right? So this is the shape actually. Okay. Okay. And now come to the shape here and fill with actual a carrot color. Yes, I fill this one, but I want some shades, gradations, some different orange colors, dark color, light color and all. So for that, choose this mesh tool. So click on the mesh here, click on the mesh here. So it's creating the mesh. Okay. Okay. Now these are the meshes. You can select those mesh points with the direct selection tool. The direct selection tool, by dragging those points, you can select all or otherwise few points, your required points, by pressing shift, select your points, required points. Okay, and then choose your color. Suppose, yeah, this is, see, this is nice, right? Or otherwise from swatches take this color. Okay. Or otherwise take this color. Yeah, some darkness. Okay. And again from other area, this area, I want to select these points, this point and this point. Okay. And choose other color, suppose this one or otherwise this one. Yeah, this is nice. And these are the points you can select here, and if you want you can add more colors. Yes. Yeah. These are okay, and you can add the colors, mixing colors with this mesh tool. Okay, and then you can add this one, any color, plain color, or you can add a gradient color also, right? So for timing I am using only this color. Okay, this is, so I'm removing this outline. Okay, these are okay, keep this side. Okay, and next tool is gradient tool. Okay, with the gradient tool, create gradient blends between colors. Okay, so how to do that? So take rectangle tool here. This is the rectangle. Okay, then come to your fill and stroke. Here fill and stroke. Fill is this green, right, top color, and stroke is a bottom color. So here below that, if you observe, there is a color. So it is indicating by the green color, right? So this side, beside this is gradient color, and this is none. So that means what? If you want to add color, plain color, you can click here. Instead of plain color, you are planning a gradient color, just click here, see, immediately it change into gradient. Okay, but in default it is showing in a gray color, but immediately after filling this one, beside that pop-up window opened, the gradient color is showing is right, gradient panel showing here. And here, instead of this gradient, you can change this to orange or yellow. Suppose this is in default, that is right. So these are the levels variations. So instead of this color, you can fill any other color, right? Suppose these many variations sometimes don't require, right? So not required those. So just click on that, and there is a dustbin, delete here. So you can delete here and delete here, delete. Yeah, I delete it all. Now say these are the two colors. If you want between another color, click here, left click and double click on that and choose your color, actual color. This is the color. Okay. Yes. Yeah. Sometimes one side color, left side, middle, or otherwise right side. If you want to add some zero opacity, the transparency you have to apply. So in that case, what you have to do, suppose a red area, don't want color, right? So click here on that, and opacity showing here. Instead of 100% opacity, add 0%. Now see, this is in 0% opacity. So it is blending with the background. It blends on any color, right? It is showing the background color. Okay, and suppose the left side don't want 100% color, then use 0. Now see, then now we have only one color, mid color, right? And suppose click here again, and instead of 0, you can add 50% also, or otherwise add 100%. It fills entire full color. Now this mid color, I don't want this, the blue color, and then click on that and click on the delete, stop. Okay, deleted that one. Okay, and next here the location is showing. See, and I click the gradient slider, it is changing. That means what? You are actually moving the place, actual place it is showing. So that means by typing the number also, so 50% I am giving 50. So say enter, automatically this gradient slider moving to 50%. And this is what? Angle. Suppose 45 degrees you want. See, color itself, it is inside changing to your required angle. Okay. And here it is showing color, see, reverse gradient. So if you click on that, the gradient is reversing. That means right side yellow changing to left side color changing to right side. These are this, right? So you can change this. Okay. And if you want, you can apply this color to outline also. Suppose at present there is no outline. No? Suppose if you click here, so your gradient color is applied to outline, and you can increase this size, then you will understand. See, this is, it is applied to outline. And now you want color to fill. So simply click on the arrow marks, swap, fill and stroke. The shortcut is Shift X. So click on that. Okay. Okay. After that, click on the gradient tool. Click on that. After clicking, pressing on that, there is a gradient slider. It's the same slider here. You can move the slider this side and that side. Or otherwise, you can change the rotation. This is the rotation. This is the rotation. So adding yellow into, or otherwise red. Okay, and there is a point, you can add this color inside or outside. Move this red color to front or back. Okay, sometimes this is very helpful. Okay, and then now we are in linear gradient. Instead of linear gradient, sometimes you want a radial gradient. So click on the radial gradient. See, a radialness. So move the slider to center. Now see, this is, you can increase and decrease. Otherwise move this to here, this area, or this area, or this area. Okay, accordingly it is also changing. And see, there is a arrow mark. You can click here, and even you are rotating that, right? And it is decreasing and increasing the size, right? Okay. And next, the other side, one more thing is there, freeform gradient. Just click on that. So when you click on the freeform gradient, here they are showing the points and lines. What are these? The points are these. Okay, by dragging this point here and there, actually you are changing that color also. Okay, and double click on that point, and you can change this color to any color. Okay, so any color. Okay, and here double click on that and give yellow color. Okay, and move this to this side and that side, and even you can increase and decrease by picking. There is a small point is there, right? You can click on that, even here also. Okay, this is very helpful, and sometimes we deal realistic shapes, objects. Okay, it is very helpful. Definitely we do an assignment in the coming lessons, right? Okay, and here lines. Suppose instead of points, if you want, you can create your point, means your own points. Suppose these are the default points. Double clicking on that, so actually you are creating one more point. Okay, so sometimes instead of points, you can add lines. See, these are the lines we are adding. See, this is like a string. So from there to here, choose the area and join them. Okay, these are the lines. Okay, yeah. So sometimes we use all these things, points and lines. Okay, then you can switch to none. Suppose by selecting the none, see, there is no color, right? And you can switch to a fill, normal fill, right? Normal fill. And you can switch to gradient, so gradient, right? So accordingly, this is also changing. Okay, keep this side. Yes, this is a dimension tool. This is a beta tool, the new tool to Illustrator. What it does? What is the use of this tool? It measure and plot linear, angular, and radial dimensions. How to use this? Suppose here, I click one box, create any box. Okay, and click on this tool, dimension tool. After clicking on that, observe here, we have three different tools are there: linear dimension, angular dimension, and radial dimension, right? Click on the linear dimension. So click and move, click and move. See, there is 2 mm width it is showing, right? Here again It is what? 426 mm, and here it is showing 426 mm. So, we are actually, it is a measuring tool to measure width and heights, right, linear dimension. Next is angular dimension. Angular dimension, for angular dimension, take this polygon tool. Okay. So, polygon tool, create with the shift. So, that means we are creating polygon shape. Okay. With this angular dimension, exactly that corner at angle, at particular angle, click with this tool and we are creating anglers, right. So, click and simply drag. It is showing some values, degrees, some angle. Okay. It is useful sometimes when you create angles and all. Okay. The next is radial dimensions. For radial dimension, ellipse tool. With ellipse tool, just I am creating one ellipse shape. Okay. Now, with this radial dimension, we are creating a radial. See, radials, yes, the diameter here to here, right, here to here. If you observe here, the radius, so here it's 168 mm, 168 mm, so 168 mm, right. So, actually these are helpful to create or measure shapes, distances, angles and all, right. Okay. I will explain the next tool, the next class. Okay, you practice and then you will understand. I will continue the other tools in the next tool. Okay, thank you.